Let's see, record to the cloud. And I really want, there we go. Okay. I'm going to put it on speaker view. That way you guys can see like a little closer. So Meg, mute yourself for me, Meg, so that when we're not talking, it's good. You are muted. I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. So weird. There we go. I fixed it. I'm still learning some of these things. It's updated on me. So guys, I am so excited for this call. I've honestly been looking forward to it all week because when I started coaching, like I would have paid so much money for someone to tell me the things that you guys are about to learn tonight. Like these are literally the hacks that Meg and I have learned. It's taken me 3 years to get some of this stuff down that I'm about to share with y'all. So really, really excited. And I had some of you guys drop some questions, but we're going to be going over mostly stories, and we're going to be going over how to take good photos, editing apps, different things like that for you guys, which is really important because your social media platform, like your images, is what's going to stop people scroll. It is what's going to draw people to you, and it is what's going to get them to stop what they're doing and look at what you have to say, what your story is. This is attraction marketing, and if your social is not attractive, you're not really going to attract anyone, okay? So we're going to help you guys become professional in your posting and your stories, and we're going to help you guys learn some hacks tonight. So Meg, I know we said that I was going to answer the first question, but honestly, the first question was about how to speed up your stories. I know that Nicole really, really wanted to know that. And I want to tell you, so like me personally, I speed my stories up. Like I will do a video, I'll record a video like of me doing my workout. I'm going to share what I do real quick, Meg, sorry. So I will pull up my Instagram. My Instagram is directly connected to my stories, you guys. And that's the only thing that's connected. So I do not connect my Facebook posts and my IG post to my Facebook post, because what that does is it throws off the algorithms on Facebook and it gives you way less views. And for some reason, it throws your posts to private. So I always post them separately aside from your stories. So just to give you that little tidbit. But every morning when I'm doing my workout, for example, I will pull up my stories, okay? And I'll go over to the hands-free feature. Can you see that where it says hands-free right here? And I'll push this little button. I usually hold it down so it'll do 3 seconds, okay? And then I let it just sit there and record. All right, for example, I'm just gonna let it go for just a second and it'll record. Mine is only doing 4 frames right now, probably because I need to clear out my phone, but it'll continue to record and it'll do 4 frames. You'll see them pop up. You see 1 frame pop up right here, and it's gonna go over to the next frame. All right, and I'm gonna stop it in just a second. I usually let it go because I'm working out and I'm not gonna, you know, stop in the middle of a move to stop it at a couple of frames. Okay, so then I go, I don't do anything because I'm in the middle of doing my workout. I go and I press the little download button. Do you see that arrow right there? I press that download button, okay? It's the little arrow, and I download whichever frame I decide to use, okay? And then I exit out of that and I do the exact same thing for the next move and the next move, all right? So then when my phone might be a little different than yours, but then, excuse me, sorry. Then I go to my gallery on my phone and I pull up my video. Okay, and on my Samsung, I just edit it. I press the little edit guy, okay? And I have a place where I can speed up the I can speed it up. Okay. So I just do it to ×2. All right. So that's one way. And then I'll save it and I'll upload it to my stories that way. That's one way of doing it. I didn't always have this kind of phone, and I didn't always have that editing feature. So I'm going to let Meg show you how another way you can do your speed up and do a bunch of editing stuff and really cool things.
Okay, guys. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with TikTok. I don't know if you just have watched them or actually tried to incorporate your stories using TikTok. So TikTok is an amazing app that you can make your stories fun. You can add music. You can speed them up, slow it down. You can do lots of fun stuff. And I want to just add this in, you guys. So let's just say you speed up your videos, or you do, you're energized in the morning. Don't be predictable. Every day come in with something different. So when I first started this business, sorry, I'm just going to rant for a second before we go into TikTok. When I first started this business, every morning I would put my Energize in my drink and I would stir my drink, and then I would do my workouts and I would have them all fast forward. Well, people are just going to know what you're going to bring to the table. So they're not going to continue to come back to your page to see what you're doing. So be unpredictable. Bring in different ways you're going to bring in your Energize. So, take a shot of it, stirring, talk to your, audience while you're making your Energize. Some days speed up your videos. Some days keep them slow-mo. Some days show 2 clips, but I will just tell you this, don't do 6, 7 frames of working out. Nobody wants to watch us that many times working out. And I made that mistake in the beginning because I was like, oh, well, I'm supposed to show my workouts and the products and all these things. So just show little glimpse, and you'll capture everything you need to capture. So back to TikTok. So you just want to download TikTok on your phone. And then, so I'll just bring in a new video for you guys. So can you guys see, or is it my ring light? Can you see that at all or no? No, Nicole? Hold on.
Yeah, it's the ring light's kind of in the way. That's better.
Okay. Yeah. So see this little button right here that says upload, you guys? So once you have recorded your video, let's just say you didn't do it on Instagram, you did it just on your actual video, on your camera feature. So you did a video on your camera, and then you would just hit upload right here. Then you would pick the video, whatever video you wanted to pick. So I'm just going to pick one today just for fun. Okay, so, or if you had multiple, it gives you the option to pick multiple videos and you can merge them all together. So I'm going to pick a few videos and then you hit next. After you hit next, you guys, so you can either choose to add music in or hit default. I always do default because TikTok will say the video is not yours because you're using other music. So I just put on music using, once I get it into Instagram, that's when I add the music in. So I suggest that because so many times I've made videos and then Instagram blocks it because I used a song from TikTok. So right in here, sorry, it's hard to show you guys and do this. So right here, there's a little clock. That is where you can speed it up, slow it down, whatever you want. So let's just say I did 3 times. Okay. And then I'm going to hit next right up here. I look pretty crazy in that. Huh?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So then once you hit next, you guys, this is when the fun comes in. So you can go into effects right at the bottom here. And there's all these different effects down here that you can add. If you want to add one, you just touch it, you hold it down and it'll apply it to your entire video. If you want it to stop, you stop. If you wanted to add another one after that, you can do that. And then there's, if I wanted to be 3 of me, you can add all this different stuff. There's transitions. So if I was going from one workout move to the next and I wanted to have a smooth transition into one, you can add different transitions in here. There's so much fun stuff in here, you guys. So definitely check it out. And then you just hit save and it'll actually just save it right into your TikTok profile. And also it'll go right into your videos in your phone. And then bam, you just upload it right into, right onto your Instagram. And I do this with my workout videos sometimes. Sometimes I'll do it with my Energize. You know, there's all different ways you can incorporate it, but don't have people always knowing what they're going to see when they come to your page. I mean, you want them to know that they're coming for whatever your like 5 things are. So for me, it's like mom life, C-section mama, I am a wife, I love to shop, and I'm a foodie. So people know that they're coming to my page, they're going to find those things, but they don't know how I'm going to incorporate that in my story. So every day I just try to switch that up and always keep people guessing. So I am going to switch it back to Nicole, and we will go on to the next question.
Okay, so I saw one of you guys asked, once you upload it to Instagram, how do you add music? I'll show you how to do that really quick. Okay, so you're going to go to your Instagram. All right, and I'm going to pick, I don't know, I'll just pick a couple of, I'll pick a video or two. Okay. Here. Okay, I'm going to do 2 frames because I want to show you guys. All right, so there's my video from this morning. Excuse me, sorry. You're going to click on the little square face. Where is he? Right there. It's hard to see on here. The little square face, okay? Then you're going to go to music right here. And you're going to pick something. You can do, they have like the top songs here, okay? You can also search. A lot of times I'll search. I really love Lauren Daigle. So let's just say I picked this song. Okay, so I picked her song. I clicked on it and picked on it. And it usually goes to the chorus, all right? So I have 2 frames and I want her song to continue. So I'm just gonna let it go. I'll leave it where it is. I'll say done, and I'm gonna shrink this down and get it out of the way. Okay, then I'll probably put words in or something like that, which is pretty obvious how to type. It says A on there and you just click on that and start typing. Something that you kind of have to play with, guys. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to the next frame and I'm gonna find the same song. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, now, you see how it pulled up? I'm going to slide it over so that it hits the same frame. I'm just going to line it up. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but it started here at the chorus, and I'm just going to make sure that I go over the same frame. If you're actually doing it, you'll be able to see. Okay, so then I have the same song continuing the whole time, and I'm just going to move that out of the way, and then I'm going to click next, and you'll see that it says share to your Facebook story. Okay, and you just click share, but I'm not going to do that because I did that already today. Okay, so what other questions do you guys have? Let me check the chat. How do you add music? Okay, anybody have any other questions about stories while we're sitting here? Just unmute yourself and ask, guys.
It's Lexi. So on your stories, like, how do you like talk about coaching?
Well, Meg?
There are so many ways to talk about coaching. So like a big thing that I do and it works is polls. So like I will use your Instagram tools. Like they are there to help you. I don't care if nobody touches your polls, use them every single day in different ways, because by putting something out there over and over and over again, people are eventually going to start to use them. So I'll do polls. One I just did that was very successful was like I show coaching in my daily life pretty much every single day. Even if it's just little glimpses, I show it. And you guys should, I don't care if it's your first day of coaching, start talking about it right out the get-go. It's so important, and you will see such a growth in your income right from the start if you start growing your own team. But that's a whole nother call. But so one thing that works for me is I'll do polls. So like the other day I did like myself like working, right? I recorded a video, and then I did there's like a tool on Instagram, right? That smiley face guy that Nicole showed you. I clicked him and I did, it was a multiple choice. And I like literally asked, what are your fears? What is holding you back from coaching? And I literally put like my top 3 fears I remember having, like people judging me, going out of my comfort zone, and like something out, like another thing. And people answered it. And then guess what? That was conversation that I could reach out to those people and like talk them through those fears. Another great way to do it, and Nicole does it all the time, I do it as well, I don't know if Nicole uses Unfold, but there's an app called Unfold, and I literally talk to my person. I have slides that I made on Unfold, and for me, like my avatar is mama. So like my first one is like, I have to find it, catch me off guard, Lex, but my first one is like, basically I talk about coaching in using the Unfold app. So I'll put a picture of myself, and then I'll put like a blurb about who I'm looking for. Is that woman you? Like I will go on and on and on. I can send them to you, Lexi, when we get off this call. I'll shoot them over to you. But that's another great way. Or just get on and use the power of voice. That is everything. The power of voice is everything. So just using your Instagram tools, using Unfold is a great way. And once you create the ones on Unfold, you have them for forever. So you can use them, like I'll use them like twice a week. But yeah, just like using the power of voice is just, it's everything. So like today I got on there and I literally talked about how our team does a 5-day coach trial and our launch pad, how we are literally just having girls get into the launch pad and becoming super successful. And then I screen recorded our launch pad and I showed them what exactly we do in our launch pad. I had like 3 girls reach out to me. It was like, it's not as scary if we show people, like, we are going to train you. We are going to hold your hand and show you how to do this. So if you show people that, they'll come around to it 110%. So just be very consistent, Lexi, with talking about coaching. Don't just talk about it once a week. Talk about it 4 times a week. And it doesn't have to be every day talking to your camera. Just bring in different ways, whether it's using the Unfold app, talking, just using your voice, putting polls up, things like that. Does that help?
Yeah, and I'll add to that too, like even just like sharing little blurbs and testimonies about, like, if you sat down and you wrote down why did you decide to start coaching and why do you continue doing it every day? And then as you go through your day and you're walking through your day, think about why you're thankful for your coaching journey today. Is it because it held you accountable to showing up for your workout? Is it because you have like real friends that you can talk to and tell anything about? Is it because you have people that are pushing you now? Is it because you're like waking your baby up from her nap and can breastfeed her whenever you want? Like, that's huge for me. That was my why from the beginning. So every time I wake Paige up from her nap and she's like all squeezing her bunny, and I'm like, see, this is why I showed up and skipped watching TV every single night for 3 years. You know, this is why I woke up first thing in the morning and read personal development books when I decided that, like, there's no way that I could be that girl, but I want to be that girl. This is why. You know, we went shopping for her birthday the other day and we were in Walmart and we had a cart like overloaded with stuff. And I was like, so my coaching check paid for all of this. My coaching check from last week paid for her whole birthday party. You know, you taking your dogs to the vet, like, talk about that. You know, I did that last week too. Like, there's multiple things that you could be talking about as you walk through your day. Just think about the reasons that you're thankful for this. You know, like, the community is a big deal. Being accountable to your journey is a big deal. You know, being a better you. Like, I know before coaching, I was like totally okay with, you know, making a mediocre paycheck and living in a trailer for the rest of my life. And now I have bigger, better dreams, that's just, that's me, that's my why, So find ways to add that in. And I also want to say, like, guys, Instagram, it took me a long time to learn Instagram. It was extremely frustrating and extremely overwhelming to me because it's constantly changing. Be patient with yourself. You don't have to learn all this stuff right away. And I also want to give you the freedom to ask us questions, but also use your resources and go to YouTube. Like, I learned how to use my stories, and I learned how to do different things by creeping my leaders, asking my coach, and going to YouTube. I mean, if I don't know how to do something, that's where I look. Like, first thing, like, YouTube, please tell me how to cook this chicken the right way, whatever it is. So, okay. Anyway, what anybody got any other questions so I can stop talking?
Nothing? Now's your time, you guys.
Is there anything that you would say is like off limits for stories that definitely needs to be a post of some sort?
I would say, and we talked about this today, I would say that if you could reverse that and say there are things that are off limits for posts that aren't off limits for stories. Like I was telling some of my girls today, like, don't get on your Facebook page and hold your Shakeology cup and talk about how you're drinking your Shakeology. Like, don't, talk about your Beachbody paycheck. Like, don't, get on there and say, I completed 21-day fix today. Like, those are the things that you don't want to do. Number one, that you're into attraction marketing. You want people to come to you and not the Beachbody website. Because if you're telling everyone on your Facebook page that you're drinking Shakeology, they're going to go to the website and then be like, girl, I started drinking that shake too. I saw your story. I wanted to do that too. They're not going to go to you. The other thing is it makes an immediate barrier. Like, not to say any company names, but like, there's companies and friends of mine who work for those companies who post their generic before and after pictures of the same 3 people every single week, and they have the company name and the products and all of that kind of stuff out there. You want people to join you. This is about you and your brand and your tribe and what you're doing, and you want to be the proof of the product. You want to be the product. Like, you don't want to be the salesy person. So don't create that wall and that barrier. But with that being said, like, your Facebook, your Instagram, like, your feed is to get people to interact, and your job is to get them to go over to your stories, because you can be bold and you can talk about your containers. You can talk about your shake. Like, I flash my Shakeology and make recipes on there, and I don't care. I'm to the point where I'm like, I will show them my Shakeology bag because I have a following of people who come to my page now and want to know. On my stories, I'm cool with doing that kind of thing, but on my page, I definitely won't do that. So kind of flip-flopped. You can be bold and talk about coaching. You could be bold and talk about your Beachbody event, all those kind of things on your stories, because that's like a window into your life. But on your page, it's really to get interaction and get people on there.
Do you
I know
say,
y'all got
like,
more questions.
oh, like when you're on your page, on your story, do you actually say, like, this is my Shakeology drink? Or do you just kind of show it and keep talking about something else?
I know for myself personally, Michelle, I will, I mean, it depends. I will talk about it. Really, but my big thing I'll do is, like, I will show how I'm making it. Like, I will talk about the things I'm putting in it, like, and just like walk people through. I actually did a TikTok where I literally videoed myself making a shake, like putting all my stuff into it. And my bag of Shakeology was out there, but there was just music playing and I was just making my shake. And then I wrote in, like, on the stories exactly what I put in into the shake. But I'll talk about the benefits that it has for me. I mean, I'm not, like Nicole said, I'm not going to be like icky and salesy and like be ever holding my Shakeology bottle in a picture or this or that, but I'll get on there because people want to know what the benefits are of it. So I make it personal to myself. I'm a new mom. For me, Shakeology has given me, energy. It has helped with digestion. It has helped with like so many things. So I talk about how it has influenced my life and not like what the bag says, if that makes sense. So I make it personalized to me and my brand and my people that I want to bring in. So just kind of doing it that way is a way to get it out there. And like you guys, the more products that you are using and you are showing your people, the more products that when people are checking out, they're going to add in.
Oh yeah.
I use collagen, I use power greens, I use focus energy. And guess what? I have them all in my pre-order form, and people just put them in their cart when they're checking out because they're like, she uses this. I'm trying to get to where she is, and these things are working for her, and I trust her because I've been following her and watching her. Bam, I'm going to do the same thing. You will watch your volume fly through the roof. So like, show the products, but you don't always have to, like, you know, you could just be putting like talking and then just putting your collagen into whatever you're, you know, doing. So just like doing things in a non-salesy way, but be bold on your stories. Don't have a problem about talking with it at all.
Yeah. Most days, guys, like I have like a boomerang of me with my shake with chocolate sauce all over it, or, you know, Paisley and I fighting over my shake. My daughter is obsessed. Like she like screams and claps when the blender goes off because she just loves it. And I, you know, I story that, but like once a week, I'll go on and maybe not even once a week, but I try to once a week go on and share a recipe like Meg does. And I talk about the benefits of it and how it's helped me. One of the things that I told my girls was, like, we were just talking about this today, it took time for me to build that following and build that trust with people to actually like have people believe me, you know, and watch me for long enough to where now I can be like, well, bam, yeah, this is the brand, you know. But I didn't do that in the beginning. I just like really, really, really kept it to my shake, my superfoods, my mom juice. You know, I'd talk about my Energize. Like I didn't ever really share products for a long time. It took time to get there. So, you know, it's just like really sprinkling it in here and there. Who else?
Are we going to go over to photo editing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'm excited.
Okay, if no one else has any other questions about stories, we'll go ahead and move over to photo editing. Oh, there was one other somebody asked a question. Okay, on your stories, someone had asked earlier about, I will do a story with one picture and then the words that build on that picture, okay? It's the same thing, but I have like one sentence pop up and then the next frame, it's another sentence and another sentence. I just wanted to show you guys how to do that really quick. So let me pull up a picture. Oops, I don't want that. Okay, here, I'll just delete these. All right, so here's my picture. Let me do spotlight view. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so here is my picture, right? So I'm going to type a sentence. I'm going to click on the little letters right here at the top, okay? And I'm going to type a sentence. That's not what I meant to do. Here we go. So, okay. And I have the words. I like to do the same color and the same font most of the time. All right, so example number one, I'm gonna move it up there. All right, okay, and then I'm gonna push save. You guys remember the save button? It's the arrow. Jeez, that's so bright. There, okay. And then I'm gonna exit out of it. Or, you know, you could just click next and share it. and then you'll go and it's right there in your saved stuff since you saved it. And then I'm going to press the letters again, and I'm going to do it again. Okay, so then you have example 1 and example 2. Okay, then you're going to press your stories, and I'll do one more. All right, so now check it out. Now you have example 1. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, come on, please behave. 2 and 3. Do you guys see that? And then I'm just going to share them. And that's literally how I do it. I have it a setting to where it automatically saves on my phone. So it'll automatically save for me. So like I'll type whatever blurb I want, and then I'll go to the next frame and I'll upload that picture with the wording already on it, and then I'll type it again. So that's kind of how I do that. I hope that that made sense. All right, so we're gonna go over to pictures and editing. So I wanna tell you guys, when you are taking your pictures, put effort into it, put effort behind it, study your leaders, look at how they take pictures, use a different background. You don't wanna take the same exact picture in front of your mirror every single day. You know, you don't want to take the same picture, you know, of you looking at the camera and smiling. Wear real clothes, guys, like 2 workout outfits a week, like for real. Like wear some real clothes, be a real person, be approachable. Like don't post pictures in your sports bra every single day. Like you want to give people a variety, give them a reason to come to your page. The other thing is your goal in your social media, in your picture taking, is to give people a window into your life. So when you're taking a picture, think about it as they're in the room with you and they're looking at the moment, and you want to capture the moment. You don't want to be posy and take a posy picture. It's okay to do that sometimes, and you know, you're feeling good and you take a mirror selfie and you want to, you know, say something cute, like that's okay. But most of the time, take pictures that are capturing the moment. Practice not looking at the camera. You know, when I took a picture with my mom today, for example, she sat down next to me and, you know, I was like, will you take a picture with me? I want to do something on my page later this week. She sat down next to me and she looked at the camera and smiled. I was like, no, just look at me and talk and smile and talk to me, you know. That's how you take a picture that's going to captivate your audience. Don't look at your camera and smile all the time. Like, look at your kid and smile and get an action shot and take like 40 frames of different angles and hold your body a different way and hold your head a different way. And that way you can just scroll through your gallery and pick the best one. The other thing is stand in front of a window or get yourself a ring light so that you have good lighting. I have to be honest with you, I bought this ring light and like, I barely use it. I use it like occasionally when I need to take a picture and it's dark out and I want to take one in the evening, or I use it for my calls. Other than that, like all my pictures are taken in front of a window with natural lighting. So don't think that you have to have like all this special equipment to take good pictures, because that's so not true. Meg, do you have anything that you want to add as far as like taking the photo?
Yeah, I mean, for myself too, like I'm not any way a professional poser or anything like that. Like go on Instagram, you guys, there's so many cute like bloggers, like follow them and literally duplicate their pose. You see a cute pose that your upline's doing, duplicate it, do it. That's what this business is. What's ours is yours. Take it and make it your own. There's only so many poses out there. So don't feel like, oh, I can't do that one because so-and-so did it earlier in the week. Take it and make it your own and you know, do it that way. And I'm going to bring you guys some tough love. If you're not on your social media every single day doing a quality post, it's not going to work. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with showing up with your pictures and your stories every single day. If you're not doing it, and I know like my girls know, and they come to me and say like, I'm having a hard time signing someone up. Okay, let's go look at your social media. You weren't on the other day. You didn't do any stories the other day. Like, you guys, you have to be consistent. And there's days, guess what, that I do not want to show up and take a cute picture because I'm not feeling it. But you do it because that is what in the end is going to build your business forward. I know for myself, I work full time right now, and I have a baby and a husband and a house. So what I do is I literally get dressed on a Sunday when I have extra time, and I take a bunch of pictures. So during the week, I'm not scrambling to be like, I don't have a picture to post today. Like, what am I going to post? So that's why it's so important to plan out your content. Plan your content, take your pictures in advance, and then bam, you're done. You're not stressing during the week trying to figure out a picture and a cute pose or this. Like, have your ducks in a row, and everything will go so much smoother for you, and it won't feel so stressful for you. So that is a big tip. I don't know if you guys, are working full time as well right now, because for me, it's been a game changer, and it's helped just making sure I'm getting that quality stuff out there, but also not like running around with a person with my head cut off all week. So that's a tip that will definitely help you guys as well. And get yourself a preset. Like, go on Etsy and get yourself a preset. There's so many out there. So it's really finding one that works good with like your hair, your eyes, like really like you can mess around. Myself, I love Alexa Jean. I tell a lot of the girls on my team, they use Alexa Jean. She has awesome presets, and they're reasonable. They're on Etsy, and you can literally download Alexa Jean's presets right into your Lightroom. Lightroom is a free app that you can use, and I highly suggest that you are editing each and every one of your photos on Lightroom before you are using them. So you don't have to use Alexa Jean. There's a million presets out there that are great. That's just one that I like, and a lot of my girls use it, and I love how their photos look as well. But the great part about it is that you can literally, most presets will download right into Lightroom. So when you're editing your photo in Lightroom and, using the detail feature, or I'll show you guys real quick. So in Lightroom, it's called Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. Hold on, that's one of my photos. So literally what you do is you just hit add, and then you go to your camera roll. You pick whatever photo you want to edit for the day. So let me just find a random one that I haven't edited. Okay. So that's my photo, right? It's not edited or anything. Lightroom is also free, you guys. And presets are like cheap. Like, you can get a preset for $4 if you wanted to. You can also spend $20. It's really like whatever you're wanting to do. But you can get a great one for $2 to $3. So my presets are all downloaded right in here. And when you buy them off of Etsy, the person you bought, like Alexa Jean, and I know a bunch of other ones, will literally tell you how to download your presets into Lightroom. So my presets are all right here, you guys. So I just hit presets, and then now you guys, in a lot of packages with presets, you're going to get like 5 different presets. Pick one and use the same one on every single photo. Don't like pick from all 5 and use all 5 on different photos. Pick one that you really like and use it all the time. Now, that's not to say that like 8 months go by and you're like, oh, I want to switch up my page. I want to see something different. You can do that 110%, but stick to something for a length of time. So once you pick your preset, so once you download your preset, I should say, your preset's right there, then you would click the arrow. And now you guys, you can mess around with detail. There's like the sharpening tool, there's masking, there's all, mess around with anything under detail and just see what makes your picture look more eye-catching. You can mess around with the lighting, the contrast, like all of these things. You can also mess around with effects. I like the texture because it smooths the picture out. So whatever, like, use the same preset, but you can mess around with the detail and effects and lighting for every single picture to make it, look good. So if you guys look at my Instagram,
Yeah, I was literally just about to pull that up. I'm going to pull our IGs up right now so you guys can see.
Yeah, Nicole can screen share, but like you can see like all of my photos all go, oh, okay. All go together. Okay. So like you're not seeing, like you're seeing the same vibe throughout my entire thing.
I'm going to
Same with
share my
Nicole.
screen real quick, Meg, so they
Perfect.
can see. If I can, there we go. Okay. So I have like the same tone to all of my pictures. And that's attractive when someone comes to my page. It's kind of this same tone. It looks professional, okay? Same thing with Meg.
And I just saw somebody ask what a preset is. A preset is literally like a filter that you're throwing over your photos to make them all the same tone. So it's eye-catching.
Yep. Yeah, and guys, like the only way that you're gonna get this is by doing it, is by actually going. I was like, what the heck's Alexa Jean Fitness? So I went on Etsy and I looked it up and I was like, okay, this looks cool. Let me try this. I spent like $30 and I got like 15 different presets. Tried it out, learned. She has a video, a how-to video on how to download them to your Lightroom. You know, I was like, cool. Melanie Mitro said she uses the Lightroom app. I was like, what the heck is that? I looked it up. I just kind of played with it and learned how to use it. So, you know, all the information's overwhelming. It's about the action that you're going to take with this information that we're giving you to learn it. And then there was something I wanted to add, Meg, when you were talking earlier before you got into presets, like, in your posting, guys, and this is a whole nother animal of a call, but I just want to add this tidbit. In your posting, like fitness and Beachbody and coaching, like those kind of things need to be sprinkled in. All this needs to be about you. So it shouldn't be, you know, you doing a workout post or a challenge group invite every single day. It should be mostly you and your life. Like Mary Hicks. Mary Hicks does an amazing job of sharing her life. Like, I wish I could pull her stuff up for you guys right now. If you need someone to follow to look at her content, like she maybe does like 2 fitness posts a week, maybe. Her posts are her and her baby Basil and her man and their life and their garden. She gives good content. You know, when you go to Mary's page, like that you're going to be entertained and intrigued. And that's what you're looking for, you guys. The other thing that she does is she also has a preset, and she has the same like look to her page all the time. So that's one of the things that you really, really want to make sure that you're doing, is that you're sharing valuable content and that you're sharing you. So really, really hew into, you know, who you are and what you do from day to day. It's just about getting to know yourself, guys. And it's just about really, like Meg shared, like writing those 5 things down and making those be what you're going to post about. So anyways, anybody else have any other questions? I love Lightroom, but there's also some really great editing apps. Snapseed, I used Snapseed for a very long time. And I just did the exact same thing on my photos, like pretty much did the exact same settings to get the same kind of picture quality for a long time. But I will tell you that Lightroom is the easiest, most user-friendly. Once you get it down, I pop my picture into Lightroom and I'm done. Like, I might crop a teensy bit and be done with it. It's so simple and easy. It's just about like learning these tools. Anybody have any other questions for us?
Oh, and one other thing, you guys, just make sure as well, like when you're setting, and I constantly tell my team this, don't have the same topic back to back. So you should be spreading out your content to like 2 coaching posts, 2 fitness, 3 lifestyle. Don't have like lifestyle, fitness. Make sure they're alternating. So like you're giving people a variety of things. And also just make sure that you are tapping into those layers, peeling them back. Like I know Michelle's on this call right now. I'm not sure if Jackie is. A few girls on my team really pulled back some layers last week. And guys, they signed people up that day. It literally, we asked them, do a transformation post or do a post like this. They did it. It was very outside their comfort zone, but they did it. And people related to them. People who told them no right from the get-go, like, I'm not signing up with you, no. Guess what? They unfolded those layers and they were being relatable. So that is just a huge thing, you guys, to remember. And just consistency. Consistency is everything in this business.
I hope that all this was helpful, you guys. You know, I'll wait and see if anybody else has any other questions. Like, now's your time to ask for sure. Like, we're here to answer, you know, any questions or any issues that you guys have been having. We're going to be doing this every other Tuesday to kind of give you guys the opportunity to ask questions or tell us what kind of topics you want to hear. And then the Tuesday in between is going to be like, we're going to pick a topic and really break it down for you and talk to you about it. And it'll be a little more led by us. But we're kind of leaving this open so that you guys can take the lead and tell us what you want and what you're struggling with or what you need help with. So that's what these calls are about.
What do you guys use to make the like collage that everybody has as their cover picture?
On Facebook?
Yes.
There's a couple different ways that you can do it. Not anything special. I just did mine on Facebook. Like, I was totally lazy and I just did it like the one that Facebook offers, is what I did. But you can, I was just going to say, you can use Canva and it's so much easier. And that's something that I can show you how to do. Canva is way easier to use on your computer, guys. But it's definitely something that takes a little bit of time. Let me show you really quick. So if you go to canva.com, okay, and you go to create a design, if you go to Facebook cover here, trying to get you guys out of the way so that you can see, okay, you can add photos. I go to uploads. And you could do it this way. You could add your photos in this way. I wonder if it's going to replace my picture. I have pictures of you guys on here. Yeah, you could do it like this, or you could do a colored background, okay? We'll just say that. And then you can go to, where was it? It's elements, isn't it? Elements. And then you can go to click on frames. All right, and check it out. Like, this is so magical. Meg actually taught me how to do this. Click on it and hold and drag it over. And you have in your little circle, click on crop and drag it down and click done. And then you have all these cool little frames. You can add text in here. Okay, you can change the text up here to so many different things. You can make it bigger. There's so much. You kind of just have to go in and play with it. But the last thing that I want to show you here, you can upload a photo and check this out. This is so cool. So you can actually make it the whole background, and that looks absolutely ridiculous, but this is how I do a lot of y'all's shout outs. Like you have your background here, and if you click on this transparency thing and you make this a little bit lighter, that looks ridiculous because I have the, sorry, hold on, let me fix this. There, I fixed it. You can change the transparency of the photo behind, and it looks really, really professional and nice. So you just kind of have to play with it, you guys. But that's, you know, I love using Canva. It's got to be done on your computer, though. I hope that that was helpful. I know that that was really short, but that's kind of the way that that I've been learning to use Canva on the computer, and that's definitely a way that you can make your pretty backgrounds and your pretty posters and different things for your page. Anybody else? Anybody else? We're about to close here because I want to be respectful of your time. And I recorded the call so that you guys can go back and watch this, and of course, ask us if you need more elaboration on this stuff, okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday, okay? All right, I'll see you guys later.